Welcome everybody to the October intuitive reading. My name is Roberta Robbins. If you don't know me, thank you for joining me, whether it's here live, because we do have a live right here in the Cosmic Earth Weavers community at this moment. I've already had a little chat with some of them. If you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at them in the community to make sure I see their comments. And so welcome everybody that's live and everybody on the replay or wherever you find this video. So October. Just going to point your attention to the fact that myself and Nancy Reed, we have done the monthly October forecast where we weave astrology, numerology, the sacred wheel, and intuitive guidance and messages, how we see those moving and working together. So we did that call on Friday. It is posted. It's in the community, but it's also posted on my YouTube channel. So check that out because, boy, there's some really good stuff in there. So this call is going to be for reading intuitively, working with tarot, working with oracle cards, bringing in and asking spirit to guide us and give us some support and guidance for the month ahead. This will resonate hopefully with you. And if it doesn't, honor that, feel into it. You are your best compass and wisdom to know what's right for you. And this is a collective reading for all. So, you know, we're all individuals, but we hope that there is that thread. And we usually feel that when there's something there going, oh yeah, like straight on, right on. And I will be going with and just kind of giving little highlights about some of the astrology and that are coming up this month. And we're going to break it down. So as I was saying to my community before we went into live recording here, is doing an overall reading, a theme reading for October 2023. And then going to be breaking it down through the weeks. Also going to look at that eclipse portal, because that's what we're in this month too, along with the end of the month with our Halloween portal with the wheel of the year turning. So we're going to kind of break it down so that we can really see what's going on, what kind of guidance and messages. And like always, I highly recommend that you take your time to, if you love working with spirit, working with divination tools like the tarot and the oracle cards, make sure you take the time to stop and pause and pull a card, even if it's weekly for yourself. If it's for the month, do a three-month card. You can see some cards on my shelf back there. Those were the ones I pulled for myself. Yesterday, the 1st of October. I feel as this is the restart of a year with this month coming in for a few reasons. And I talk about that in the monthly forecast with Nancy. So my first card I asked was like, give me the overall, like, what did I get? What was the message through this past year that I journeyed through? So then I asked for a message and guidance for that. And then I asked for a card for this October as I'm moving into a new journey, a new cycle. So that was my next card. And then my final card was show me like where I'm going, like the essence of the message for me for this next full year cycle. What's like possibly coming that spirit divine wants me to know. So that's how I did my month. Well, it was more than a monthly, but just the new change, the new flow. And I kept them up there, those cards, because I want to be present with them. Sometimes we pull a card or two or three and we totally forget about it. What I'm going to suggest, because this is going to be a big reading, is either now while you're watching, if you have the time, or come back later, have a pen and paper and maybe just write down some little things that really resonate for you, or key dates, even especially the reading that I did with Nancy. There's a lot of key dates we give. So just to highlight those in your calendar, because it helps us come back to them. Just like those cards up there, it helps me see them and be aware of them instead of just a card reading and then it's gone and we don't actually embody and breathe into the presence of them. All right, so let's get going. First theme, I'm going to pull 3 cards asking for the overall theme and energy that messages for us to guide us through this entire month of October, collectively what is going on. I always like to start with those 3 cards. If you guys have ever seen me do other readings or readings where I have the camera actually point it down to my cards. So let's get going on that. So my first deck, which I hadn't used in a while, is the Gaia Oracle. I'm just looking down because I have my cards in a basket besides me, the cases. So I make sure I'm saying that right. So the first card for us, please, Spirit Source, theme and energy for the month ahead of October 2023. I mean, every time I say that, it just seems like, what? But 2023, October 2023, in this 8 energy month, but our 10th month of the year, marking the new cycle, Spirit, theme and guidance for us. So I'm just reading this here. It says, thinking of you, a loving thought and serendipity. So there just says that overall, there's going to be that illumination, like this card here. Look at that sun on it. We are going to be going within and doing our inner reflection of things. So I hear this thinking of you is almost in this reflection of these energetics. We are in Libra season. We are still working quite a bit with our relationships, of all kinds of relationships. So this thinking of you, it feels like the warmth of this is that there is loving and supported, not only thoughts from yourself, but that there's loving and thoughts of others coming in, thinking, people are thinking about you. There is moments I see that you might possibly like see or connect with somebody that you haven't seen in a while, like people coming back in to your life that you never thought, or that you would reconnect or see them again. There is this high possibility is what I'm seeing and hearing of these reconnections, whatever it may look like. It's going to be in loving, warm energy. I mean, look at that warmth and illumination. And this is like water through your emotions. And I feel like this will be quite a emotional reconnection, if not seeing individuals, because we have the serendipity on this card too, but the connection, but even if they're in your thoughts, but I also feel like you're going to feel and can like pick up on those energetics of that person too, that is bringing those loving thoughts and warmth towards you. But I do hear very clearly, this is a month that there's high possibility of reconnecting with someone that you haven't seen. Maybe it's even, I'm hearing like just to come in, maybe they come in or you come into their life just to give a smile, to give a warmth, to give support and encouragement, something like that. It's just so beautiful. And I hit the word warm, and it's probably, you know, this warmth of this brilliant scent on that. But that is coming in for us for sure. I love that warmth and that feeling that's coming in. And then I'm going to go into the Shaman's Dream deck here. Hi, Jody. Everybody else that's here. So second card, please, Spirit, for us for the overall theme for October, because we're breaking all this down for us for this month, because there's a lot of energy. Our next card to support us. Feast of Plenty. Well, this definitely goes in with our Canadian Thanksgiving. This is Feast of Plenty, choices and their consequences. That's very, I'm hearing the connection there also with the first card there, their consequences. There is a connection I hear very strongly, because we're in this Libra season, because there's a highlight in relationships and cleaning and clearing things up. There is an opening to heal certain things and then also to close certain things. So here's our card for that. That's what it looks like. And look at all that. You got this beautiful golden spirit. You got the swords. You got a bee, energy, community, sweetness, crystal, clear quartz, knowing, feeling. Even this quartz crystal that's coming out, it's coming out this round sphere, like something is merging forward, and this beautiful essence of grapevines and that at the bottom. There is so much about an abundance and a beauty that's coming in here. And there is, I'm hearing they're saying also watching with these swords I'm hearing, because when we think of swords, and especially when it comes to tarot is the swords are that mind, the words, how we say them, how we speak them, how we're communicating, those mental thoughts in our heads about certain things. So what may has been pierced that was not clear has an opportunity, they're saying, to be cleared. And also a reminder to be clear with your words. If things are too cloudy, ask for that clarity. And with this highlight, you even see the B where the one sword is, it's more like there's a light behind it illuminating. And it feels like there's illumination here with our connection with community, because bees are representing that community working together, and that, so there's illumination there, but this mention of, I hear them saying, what needs to be cleared up can be cleared up. There can be a celebration, a healing in this month. And it's the Feast of Plenty. So almost like there's a runneth over, your cup runneth over. If these opportunities come to you, which I believe there will be actually a lot of them this month, and this could be, you know, people are getting together with family and people they haven't seen maybe only once a year or at certain points during the year. And I know sometimes family connections can be, and all the stress is getting ready for, say, Thanksgiving weekend, which, like I said, we're going to be experiencing here in Canada next weekend. But sometimes that builds up an anxiety and a stress, but there can be beauty, there can be abundance, and there can be a clear communication, illumination, and an opportunity to heal with our words. What is upright or inverted? What do you mean, Jody? I need more clarity what you mean there, darling. Hello for Ireland. Hello. I haven't seen you in so long. And just looking at some other messages. So Jody, give me a little more what you mean by that. Okay, so our next card, I'm looking at all the cards that wanted to come out with me, that off onto the desk. Oh, no, I hear this one. Okay. Al Gray's ancestors, angels and ancestors, I believe it's called. Hello, Katie. Hello, everybody. So we're getting to our third card here for the first step of the overall theme and energies of high notes and messages for us collectively for October. Card, please, Spirit, to guide us and support us through October, please, 2023. Oh, that one just flew right out. Oh, shaman, trust in higher forces. I'm really feeling that with our other two cards and the intuitive guidance and messages that are flowing in with them is that trust, and trust that there is something bigger and higher that is supporting us. I mean, there always is something more divine there and guiding us, but there is something extra that's really wanting to help us clean and clear and move forward and balance those relationships, balance our relationship within ourselves, trust, move in. This is the season where we're moving into that inner wisdom, that crone energy, right? This journey that we have gone through in this past year. What have we learned? What are we embodying? What are we honoring and taking with us? And the shaman energy, the shaman archetype is that grounded soul of the earth, of the medicine plants, but of this world, but of other worlds beyond, one who sees in the dark, but has this light that works, their soul that works with so many dimensions, so much higher guidance there. And so trust in higher forces working together. First card, right? That illumination, the sun, that thinking of you, that warm energies, the loving thoughts, the serendipity on that card, our feast of plenty here on our second card, choices and their consequences. And the consequences, be clean and clear. You have a choice. The scales of a Libra season, right? The balance, the harmony, right? Be conscious, be clear. We're in an air month, air season Libra. So there's a lot about mind, a lot of thought, being conscious, wanting harmony in relationships. Don't sacrifice yourself, I hear, as I put this card over here. Do not sacrifice. Maybe that is part of it. Do not sacrifice yourself, though, just to keep harmony. Be in the harmony and peace of yourself. Say what needs to be said in the most highest, truest form, right? Don't take on other people's, how they perceive. If you're coming from a clean, clear, heart-centered place when you communicate and you're healing and trusting in relationships, you're balanced and whole within yourself. And that's your responsibility. And that's where you move forward through. So thinking of you, Feast of Plenty, and the Shaman's card for our overall theme. I'm looking at a 29. So then we get our 11, breaking down to the 2 numerology energy. Then we get a 20, which is a 2. And there is no card number on the Shaman for this deck, but there we got some 2s, right? So we got that partnership and communication relationships. And we also feel that with the scales, right, of Libra. Scales of justice, the harmony, the love, the balance, the peace. We are in that autumn season that is seeking that, wanting to help us to reset within that. And that shaman, I think, is just really coming in with that medicine that we're coming into this new season, especially the 3rd week. We have Scorpio season coming in, right? And so we have that watery, deep, watery sign that we feel fiery because we get that Phoenix rising kind of energy with Scorpio. Guided, ruled by Pluto, who is Lord of the underworld. That journey, and in a shaman's archetype, right, there is that descent. It's the descent when they journey through the other realms. They're descending through into lower world, through middle world to upper world. There is descent in certain ways, but there is a descent within self. Sometimes that death or rebirth, which is what Scorpio is coming up to, is that archetype of death and rebirth there within that season. The shaman goes through and allows these natural cycles of self to die, to be reborn. And that's what Scorpio season. So I think this is why we're also very much getting clean and clear up. There is love and hope and support, clean and clear up communications, relationships, and remember where you're going and what you may have to journey through. They're saying, it's a natural process. It's all okay. The death and the rebirth. And if you go back to, like I said, the forecast that I did with Nancy this week, talk about the astrology and numerology and all that of this month, it's a cycle breaker. This eclipse season, this month, we're done. We're moving forward. Move into this. Move into your wise woman, your sage, your mage, your crone energy, your shaman energy, your witchy energy, all those things that really ground yourself in and bounce yourself in. Hi, Katie. So there's our cards for the overall theme. I'm just going to set those aside. Go into our weekly now. All righty. Weekly. Okay, I'm pulling out tarot for that, but I want to do a Moonology card for the start of each week. So the first week here, do you guys have any questions as I'm moving through this? I just want to be able to have my calendar on my desk to see the dates. How is this resonating for you and Jody? Was it upright or inverted? Are you just like, was the card upside down? Is that what you're meaning? Like when I pulled it was upright and not reading the inverted, but it was upright. If that's maybe what you're meaning. Just seeing if there's any messages there. So the first week in October, we're going to take this first week energetic card reading place from the 1st right up to the 8th. First card for us to guide us, weekly energetics. So I'm just going to pull the cards before I tell you. Like I said, I'm doing a Moonology card, and then I'm going to do some tarot from my favorite tarot deck. Well, one of my favorites, but I use this one a lot. And if you guys follow me or done tarot training with me or intuitive training with me or in whatever with me, you probably can guess what this deck is. What is this deck that I'm shuffling right now? Anybody can guess? All right. So this first week, I'm going to ask for 2 cards here for us. Okay, so the first card for the first week here that we're doing the 1st to the 8th for us, your commitments are being tested. So here, your commitments are being tested, no doubt, because this month we want to get clean, we want to get cleared, we want to be balanced, right, within ourselves. What do we really want on our plate? What is really filling us up? Are we actually balanced? Are we holding on to things that we don't need to anymore? And why are we? Where's the adjustments? Where's the balance within ourselves and our commitment? So things are being kind of like tested. This, I'm hearing this could be really jumpy for some people, and others it's just, and I feel like this is for us of this internal sit and be and just listen to what that is as we question and inquire about the things that we have committed to or we're thinking about committed to. We are on this new cycle. So we want this next new cycle, especially like this is coming up in this first week, guys. We want in this first cycle to get this more clean and clear, especially before we go through this portal or the eclipse season, or by the end of the month, the next portal, right? The Samhain portal. So things are being offered you, that connection of, or that questioning, I should say, about what you're putting your energetics into. The 2 tarots that came up, the first one was the 7 of Swords. Got quite a bit of swords. And then we got the Page of Swords. So 2 swords. And we already had some swords coming up, right, in the overall theme there. And so the 7 of Swords, you know, that he's embarking out on a journey. He's about to go out on this journey. The 7, the spiritual quest, the 7, the spiritual alignment. And yet the 7, and look at the illumination of this light, of this full moon. We just entered into this first week with the start of this powerful, fiery supermoon in Aries, right? Which gives us drive, initiation, the clarity, because especially because it was a supermoon, meaning it's just closer to the earth, so it's even bigger and stronger. Something that's highlighting, where do you want to go? What is the spiritual journey? And you're in your mind thinking. The first week you're in your mind thinking and feeling into that, and not only thinking, but it's the communications and the downloads and what's coming in. And then with the Page, it's saying that there is this messenger, this is something coming in that has new thoughts and ideas, but be careful, be wise. Is it balanced? Look at, she's bouncing across, walking across a sword. Where do you want to go? What's illuminating you? So sometimes we have to be really clean and clear to make sure what we're doing and choosing is good for us, is balanced for us. If not, let it go, leave it behind over here, move to the new destination. All these beautiful thoughts and ideas coming in, don't have to jump on all of them, just let them come in, maybe journal them here, journal, write them down, and breathe into them. Okay, let's see what's coming up in the second week. Ooh, hey, Jessica. I'm sorry, and Jess, she does numerology forecasts. You guys go check out Jess. I'm pretty sure I saw that you posted something maybe already done for that. So many great supportive tools and so many great people in this community, in the Cosmic Earth Weavers community, even though I know we're going to be sharing this on YouTube, my channel, but people in the Cosmic Earth Weavers community, so much medicine and magic, so many people that have to help and support and to encourage each other on this journey. So the second week, so that's going to be the 9th to the, I just put a deck of cards on my calendar. So the 9th to the 15th. Our first card, please, Spirit, to guide us. Love it. You're like, what is it, Roberta? I'll show you. Just hold on. And 2 tarot cards, please. Guidance and messages to go with this. Oh, no, we don't need all of that. Well, they really want to like tell us lots there. No. 2 cards, please. These were 2 cards collectively. I'm already just the way the deck is coming out. There's an energetics of, there's just so many messages. I could be telling you so many things. And that's coming off that Page of Swords energy. Beautiful. There's a lot of blue and green in this. So I'm just going to pick them up to show you all the blue and green. Look at that. So the first card that comes up with the Moonology card is, don't let your past hold you back. Because we're going through a new freaking cycle. Do not let your past hold you back. We are truly moving through something big with this eclipse season. In numerology, we are starting into this new season this month of every year. When we get to October, these are prepping months to get us ready and moving. We're already moving into the following year. The turn of the wheel, we're moving into the next cycle. We're moving into our wisdom and our power right now. And we have this beautiful eclipse in it too, like bam, bam, bam. Okay, so it's saying, don't let your past hold you back. Balance and harmony, find that, take that time that you need to find the peace and harmony of the love and the gratitude I hear of the past, and everything has brought you to this moment. This is a month we say of extra gratitude, right? People are doing gratitude challenges. What are you grateful every day? Like, you know, it's Thanksgiving month in Canada, next month in the States. So like there's this gratitude. So what are you grateful for? And what are you looking forward to? So you can move forward, empowered into your future. The 2 cards, the one is, what are you going to leave behind? This is a walking way, a burning, maybe this, even with this burning bowl here, you can do that. The ritual, the burning bowl ritual, the bonfire ritual, to write, to release, right? To let you help you with that. She's walking way into the future. It's more light, it's more illuminated. There's 8 in the cups is that heart and the motion within yourself, your love, right? And the 8, that infinity. Nancy and I talked about this on Friday with the forecast for the month. And we're in this 8 energy, beautiful 8 energy month of October. And it's, for me, when the 8 is this moving into our mastery, but like mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, walking towards the harmony and the balance, because Libra season, we're still in it, the second week, to embody it, to own it, to claim it, and to move into the next journey. Now, the card that came up beside it was the 5 of Swords. We get the swords, it seems, we are in Libra, we're in air and thought, but we're getting a lot of swords coming out, so still. And the 5 is that it's change. It's a decision point. It's a midpoint. It's like, are you going for it? I can say right where you are. Are you going to be trapped in old energy? The card said, don't let your past hold you back. This card saying, move forward, move into your mastery. Here's your choice. Here's your personal choice. Are you going to stay here? Are you going to listen to all those thoughts bickering in your mind? Is it old? What's going on? Where's the mastery and the wisdom to know the higher messages and guidance and what you're hearing, what you're feeling? Or are you going to move to this illumination? This card has, so this person back here, the light, are you going to ascend? See how that is in the background? But down here, it's like drops of blood. It's red. Coming from him over, saying that this can be painful or it may feel like a sacrifice, but there's a win. There's a win. Maybe it is part of reflecting on the journey that has taken you to this point and how maybe it has felt like that, but whatever that is for you, because it's different. And it's not saying you to get to make that choice. It's going to be, you haven't shed blood. But sometimes we have to go and go, wow, man, I worked my ass off. I went through so many things and I'm ready to freaking ascend because the work and the challenges and everything, the experiences, me stepping into it, me letting go, me being strong, me saying I'm choosing myself and stepping into all that beautiful mastery. And I'm not going to let anything hold me back. Choice point 5. Don't let your mind be that conflict within you. Rise up and move forward. That was week 2. So week 3, we're going into the 16th to the 22nd with this energetics. If you're still here with me, I know there's a few people. There's neighbors honking outside. People here, say hi, or if you've already said hi, just tell me if you're here and how it's how the cards are resonating with you. So the 3rd week, the 16th to the 22nd, please, Spirit, guide some messages for us for that 3rd week. Our last week, a Libra. What can I say? These first 3 weeks, no joke. We're cleansing and clearing and getting ready. That's what I'm seeing. We're getting ready. We're doing the final cleanup. We're getting the cobwebs, brushed away. We're getting our witchy brooms. We're sweeping out the door. We're cleansing and clearing up in so many ways to get ready for this portal, this movement for it. Okay, 2 cards, please, Spirit. Love it. There's already a shift that will start to happen in that 3rd week. The theme card here for the week here we got is work through your fears. Work through your fears. And of course, this card here says New Moon of Scorpio. We will be coming up through to the Scorpio season on the 21st. So during this last card reading week that I'll do. But we are move through your fears. Move through them. Work through them. Our cards that come up. You're 7, you get another 7, and this time pentacles of the physical world. What do you want to see and feel and touch and experience in your life, in this earthly realm of every day? And look at him, he can't quite see. What are you putting your attention and energy to? It is this focus of what you want, the energy that you'll put into it, even if you can't quite see what's there yet. It's what you're putting into it. So you're getting that 3rd week, you're getting more clean and clear and focused into it. You're like, okay, I just did these first 2 weeks, clearing, cleansing, facing things, honoring. And our other card here is the 2 of Pentacles. And you see that beautiful yin and yang, this dance, this bounce, and pentacles of this earth around. So you just got 2 pentacles, things that will want to be in your life, touchable, tangible, part of your life and who you are and what you're choosing. But those first 2 weeks, you're cleansing and clearing and balancing everything to get ready for this. Oh, right? And 2s are also that balance, that harmony, the relationships, collaborations. We are moving more and more into that, supporting, collaborating, creating together. But we got to find that balance. I feel like, she's moving and dancing. I can feel even that yin, that yang, that figure 8 above and below. We have the moon, we have that intuition, that higher sense of ourselves in balance and harmony and moving in, that we need that part of ourselves moving in with that pentacle that she's got there and of the earthly, more feeling of the earthly realm. Right? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Energy shifting there, right? So this last week, the 23rd, we're going to take this right to the 31st, 23rd to the 31st. So that Monday to the following Tuesday, last week, full week in the tab. Please, Spirit, guide us. And this is the day that we also, the start of this day on the 23rd, we move into Scorpio season. We're moving into it. So moving into the steps, this wateriness of our soul, the mystery. The 2 cards, please, Spirit, for this last week. Very different cards. I had a feeling that we were going to see this energy shift come in for us. So we're seeing the time for healing card here. So the time for healing is the time to go, okay, there's almost a rest and a peace and a dropping and a surrendering. We're moving, in the fact of on the 23rd, not only we're shifting those seasons, right? And we're shifting from, I just want to see if I can see that correctly on my, So we go from a 4 to a 5 day, from foundations 5 and in through that week. We're in between, we're right in that eclipse season when we go into this, because the 14th was the new moon, which was the solar eclipse. And then our full moon lunar eclipse is the 28th. So on the start of this week and through this week, we're in this part into the big transformation into the depths of the journey forward, the portal forward and through. And so time for healing. And in this space, I hear in this last full week, there is this illumination, this stopping and looking at things from also of a sense thing starts, you can see things from a different way. And there's things that you're just ready to let go of, like you're ready. There is not work in anymore. It's just a release. And so the hangman, right? When the hangman comes in, there is this looking at things from a different direction. Part of the fool's journey in the tarot, when you get to the hangman, like there is this hanging upside down, the different perspective, the illumination of being able to see things in a different way. But there's also in the classic tarot, he is got things dropping out of his pockets. He's letting go of things that he's been carrying. He doesn't need anymore. He'll keep what he needs. And there's a stillness. And in classic tarot, he's like in the figure 4, like tree pose upside down, solid and balanced. So we move through this last week with healing and gentleness and softness and a pause too, which is a beautiful place to be during in between the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse. And we get our celebration. The 6 of Wands is this celebration, this victory. It is in classic tarot, he is riding back on his horse. The people are welcoming him home around. He's on his horse. The people from the village are like cheering and welcoming him home. He's been off on a journey. And it's time to celebrate the victories, which is so beautiful if we want to think of like, where have you been? Where are you going? What have you cleaned out? If you've been here through this entire reading, wow, because it is pointing, cleaning, directing step by step that we're coming into this and own this and celebrate this. There is a peace and a harmony that we go into Scorpio season and to celebrate and to be more passionate and ready to change up our cycles, ready to change up the story, ready to start anew and more in our heart, more passionate. We have the wands, right? Passion, fire. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. Okay, so we've done the monthly theme. 3 cards monthly theme. We've done weekly now, the 4 weeks with the cards. Where I want to go next is just a couple cards left here. We have eclipse season. I want to pull a card for the lunar and the solar eclipse, and then a card for the Samhain portal itself. So 3 portal cards for us? I'm looking at the cards and what wants to be with us. Okay. So the first one on the new moon on the 14th, which is new moon in Libra season, 14th of October. It is also our solar eclipse that's happening. The illumination of what happens. We're always going through the darkness, right, to come to the light, and we're returning back to the sun. We're going through that portal of sun. So the moon is dark, the moon of the day, right, and the dark moon in the evening, it's moving through eclipse, through passing the sun, causing that darkness, and then the brighter, clear illumination as we move through that. So we're asking, I'm using the gateway portal cards of Calgary here. What are we moving through? This is for our solar eclipse, new moon. Holy Grail, it says. Inner discovery, finding sacredness. You are what you seek. I'm just going to say that again. Okay, look at that. Look at that, pouring down and overflowing the Holy Grail. Inner discovery, finding sacredness. You are what you seek. I don't think I have to say anything else. Okay, that was your new moon solar eclipse card. I mean, let that pour when we move through. I'm going to say some things. I see when we move through that day, the overpouring, the light, the new light, as it will shift and turn as we move through a portal in that. Fill yourself up, be your sacredness, honor yourself, see yourself. You are the Holy Grail. So card, please. What are we moving through, please, Spirit, for the lunar eclipse on the full moon in Taurus on October 28th, the weekend leading up to Halloween? Spirit, what are we moving through? Third eye activation, brow chakra, inner vision, clear seeing. I'll take it. There's our portal. We are moving through. Even look at all that. We got a lot of sunlight too, right? We had that first card within this very, very first card I pulled for the overall theme with that illumination, that sun. We just had this Holy Grail moving us through the mid of the month with the solar eclipse and that sun and the overpouring from the Holy Grail. And we're moving through the third eye activation, seeing clearly. See this gateway that's around it? I'm hearing and seeing. It's almost like I'm also noticing how there's almost like a double, almost an 8 divinity in that. But I'm hearing like a stargate, a celestial portal gate, also moving through an illumination within us and opening us up. Brow chakra, inner vision, seeing clearly. I want you guys to mark these down, put these in your counters. And I feel it. I can literally feel the energy of this in this lunar eclipse on the 28th. I really hope that you will pause on that day just for a breath or two and feel that open. I can already feel how it's going to feel. Like there will be a tangible feeling of an opening through your third eye. And honor that. Feel that. Be with that on that lunar eclipse, 28th. It's Friday, I believe. Nope, it's a Saturday. Taurus, lunar eclipse, okay? So those are our 2 portal cards for that. And I said I want one card. I'm just looking at what I have around me for Samhain, for the 31st. I have what I have in front of me, but something's like, I see the one card of decks. I'm like, I just want to have a little, I'm looking over at all my, there's a witchy deck because I want a witchy deck. But interesting, like this, we're going to pull from this, but I just want to see what, I feel like something's calling me over there. I'm just having a look. What's the witchy deck that's talking to me? Nancy, do you know? I saw you that you're here, Nancy. And she's like, I don't know. What do you, oh, that's a tarot. No, that's a witchy deck. Interesting enough, though, I got this last year at Samhain time in Ireland. This particular deck. So we are using that, but I'm like, there is something, maybe there's something, maybe it's just for me after this. Because Luna, I'm talking to Kat, are you hiding some decks behind you by any chance over there? No, okay. No, Mom, I'm not. Okay, I don't see anything jumping out off my shelves at me. The Samhain, turn of the wheel, the sacred wheel of the year. It is the first fire festival of the wheel. It is the Kaliak, the crone, the Shilenagig, the witch, the hag, the sage, right? It's a new beginning. It is a beautiful portal. And a lot of people will like Halloween, but it is a cross quarter. So the true Samhain, as we get to our cross quarters, there's 4 of them in the whole year. The true will actually happen around the 6th or the 7th of November, because it actually is the markway point between the eclipses and the solstice, whatever that mark halfway date is. So there's this bigger portal energy. And I always want to remind people we'll be going into a whole season of Samhain. Right now we're in the whole season of Mabon till that date. So it's not just these one days. The veil is thinning. Oh my gosh, guys. I mean, when we say the veil is thinning, that we can communicate, we can see more. We are just already doing that every day. Can you imagine what it's going to feel like in the next few weeks? Spirit, ask for a card, please. What are we moving through? What message do you have for us for Samhain this year? What are we moving through? Ooh, of course. Anybody want to guess? Could you guess on my whole deck what I have? I mean, if they can't be any clearer with us for this entire reading that they want to finish with the let go. Let go. Look at that illumination. Look at that. That is like, the fiery sword of truth. And look at the beautiful energy that's illuminating off that. We have an 18, the 9. That's what that gets up to, right? 1 plus 8 for the 18 on the card number. It's the ending to move to the beginning. It's a cycle, but we're completing and we're moving the Sophano portal of this month. Let go. Let go. And with that, before we say goodbye, I'm actually going to pull out the book for this one. It says, take back your power and thrive. Let all just be and take back your light. Stop trying so hard and breathe. Letting go does not mean jumping blindly into faith, but to release the resistance you hold about a subject so that your dreams and desires can be released. We have all hung on to a person, a place, a job, or an idea because we think it will give us what we seek. But hanging on is the result of an unbalanced thinking. This imbalance has you needing compensation. You create a deficit of compromising yourself, thinking that what was the way forward for your dream, thinking it was the way forward for your dreams. It was your choice to do that. Now it is your choice to let go and create love from love instead of fear. You deserve to have what you want without compromising your truth. You cannot change what has occurred. However, you can change what you do from the moment on. No one has placed upon you this earth to make, no one was placed upon this earth to make you happy, just as it's not your responsibility to make anyone else happy. Free yourself and everyone else from the idea that we must please others to be loved. You are love. You are the love. And you're loved, no matter what has happened in yours or another's life. This really just sums up a lot of the messages and things that came up through this reading for this month. So powerful and so beautiful. So thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Divine, for the support. Thank you guys that have been here and that will be here on replays. Big, beautiful, powerful, transformational month ahead. 3 major portals. We are bouncing ourselves and moving in. We're letting go. We're moving on. We're facing those fears. We're letting go of ones. We're like, well, what? Letting that go. We are remembering we are love. We are remembering claiming our dreams and ourselves. We are not compromising. We are in harmony and bouncing in truth. Have a beautiful, powerful October. Let me know how this resonates with you and how the month goes. Come back, tell me. And once again, thank you for joining me, guys.